Hey guys, it's Kyle with the How To Guy 123 here, and in today's tutorial I'm going to be teaching you guys how to reduce the file size of your video without losing any video quality. And this will be helpful if you're trying to upload a video to YouTube and your internet speeds aren't that good. It'll definitely help upload faster. And to do this, we're going to be using a free program called Handbrake, and I'll leave the link to download this in the description below. So once you're on the site here, just click the big red button here if you're downloading Handbrake for Windows, but if you're on Mac or Linux, just click on other platforms and you'll see a Mac download link as well as a Linux download link, and you can also see we also have a Windows download link, and I'm going to download it for Windows 64-bit. So just click there to download it, and it's pretty small so it shouldn't take any time to download it, and just click on it to install it. It pretty much just installs like any other program, so just click on next and install, and this should only take a second to install. Then just click on finish here, and now we can minimize or exit out of our browser, and you can see that we now have a desktop icon for Handbrake on our desktop. So we can go ahead and double click on it to open it, and once it's open it's going to look something like this. Now to open a file, you can either click the file option here and it will bring up the Windows Explorer here to find your video, and just click on it to import it. You can also just open the location where your file is, and you can just put it to the side there and just drag it in if you want to do it that way. And there we go. So I just imported my video here, and this is my how to use a PS3 controller on a PC video. It's my most popular video I made a couple years ago. Check it out if you would like. But anyways, before we actually go ahead and change anything in Handbrake, let's actually take a look at our video here. So it's in this folder here, and if we right click on our video and we click on properties, you can see all the information about our video. So you'll see the original size of this video is 695 megabytes, and we're going to try and shrink that quite a bit, so if we were to upload it to YouTube it would be quite a bit faster. Also, if we go to details here, you can see a couple other information about your video, so like the length, the frame width, frame height, the bit rate, and the frame rate. So those are a couple things that are important to take note. But anyways, just go ahead and click on OK when you're done looking at the settings, and let's go back to Handbrake here. I will just maximize it there. So once you're in Handbrake, it might look a little bit complicated, but it's not too bad. Actually, it should look a little more like that. But you'll see a couple tabs here, and under the summary tab, under format, make sure that it's set to MP4 and not MKV. Make sure that web optimized is checked. Then under, I think that's pretty much everything we have to change here. Under dimensions, we can skip that. Same with filters, we can skip that. Now the video tab, this is pretty important. Make sure that the video codec is under H.264. You also have an H.265 option here, which is actually better than H.264, but I don't believe YouTube supports it yet, so we're going to want to stick with H.264. Under frame rate, make sure that it's the same as the source, and that's set to variable frame rate. Under constant quality, for high definition video, if you kind of highlight over the little slider here, it'll tell you that for high definition video you want to leave it on 20 to 23. So this is a 1080p video. I'm going to leave it on 22. It should be fine. I wouldn't bump it up because that will probably increase your video size. If you don't mind losing a little bit of quality, you could actually bump this down, and a bump it down you actually would increase the number. So you can set this to like 24 or 25 if you'd like to save a little bit of space, but you will lose a little bit of quality. I'm going to leave it on 22 for now though. And then we can skip the average bit rate. Under the encoder preset, if you would like, this will definitely make the file size smaller, and it will probably make your video look, it'll keep the quality, maybe even make it look a little bit better, but it's going to take a little bit longer to encode. So I would probably bump this up to medium or slow. I think I'll go slow this time, but that's kind of up to you. It will take some more time to encode though, so if you want to maybe save some time, you could leave that on faster medium. And then under audio, make sure that this is set to whatever you recorded your audio in. So I record my videos with OBS, and I record my microphone and all my audio in 160 bitrate. If you want to save some space, you could bump it down or record your videos in a lower bitrate. So that's something you could keep in mind as well, is to make the bitrate of your audio a little bit lower to save space. Make sure that the mixdown is on stereo, and under codec leave that as AAC. However, if when you encode the video and you're watching it back, the audio sounds a little bit tinny, you might want to try MP3. But I would leave it on AAC for now. Under subtitles and chapters, we're going to leave those the same. And then I think that's pretty much all the settings, and if you'd like, go up to presets here and you'll see a bunch of presets that Handbrake comes with. You can just go to add, and then you can just call this whatever you want. I'll call it YouTube. And then you can, change these settings to like add a description and stuff to the way you want them. But just click add. So I already created a YouTube preset, so I'm just gonna click yes to overwrite it. So you don't actually have to go and change the settings every time. You can just click on your YouTube preset and it'll just have these settings preset for you, so you don't have to change them every single time you import a video. Now the final thing is the output. Where is our video going to be saved and exported to? So just come down here to save as and then click on browse, and you're going to want to pick a folder where your video is going to be exported to, and you're going to want to give it a different file name than the one than your original video, just so you can differentiate between the two videos. So I'll call this Handbroken or something along the lines of that, and make sure that save type is MP4 and not MKV. And then go ahead and click on save. Now make sure that your file path is correct, and make sure that it says .mp4 after your file name. Now to start encoding your video, go ahead and click on start encode here, and now your video is going to start encoding, and you'll see a little progress bar down here to tell you how long it's going to take to encode your video. So this should take about 5 minutes. It really depends on the speed of your computer. This definitely does take a toll on your CPU, just to let you guys know that. So you might not be able to do really anything with your computer while this is running. So this the speed of this kind of depends on how fast your computer is, how fast your CPU is, and just off your graphics card and stuff. It also depends how long your video is and the original file size of your video. So I'll be back when this is done encoding. Alright, so our video just finished encoding. It took about 6 minutes. Now we can either exit out or minimize Handbrake, and I was just watching YouTube while it was going. And if we open our converted videos folder, or wherever you export your video, we can actually now compare the two videos, the file sizes of the two videos. So this is the one we just encoded. So if we right click on it and go to properties, you can see that the size is now 134 megabytes. Now if we check the original was 695 megabytes, so that is quite a big change in file size, and that's definitely going to upload faster on YouTube. If we actually go ahead and watch them, so this is the original.
Hey guys, it's Kyle, or the How To Guy 123 here, and today I'll be showing you guys how to use a PS3 controller on.
Alright, so now let's go ahead and check out the new one, and you'll see there isn't really much of a loss in quality, but the file size is significantly reduced. So that's pretty much it for the video. I hope this helped. If it did, leave a like. If it didn't, leave a dislike. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.